Hi students, this is Mrs. Murphy. I'm here to give you a Microsoft Word tutorial. I'd like you to pay attention, follow along. If you need to take any notes, please take notes. But the first thing you're going to do is go to your start window down at the bottom of your computer screen. You would click on that. You're not doing anything now, you're just following along. Then you would find Word. It's either there or in your apps folder. You click on it. This will just help you while this is coming up. This will just help you to be able to know how to use this a little bit better if you haven't had any experience. So along the top there are several tabs that open to different toolbars. So we're going to start with the View toolbar, and you're going to primarily use the Zoom button here, or you can use the one on the bottom of the screen. That helps you make it larger or smaller. Okay, that's really all you need from that. Oops, that's way too small. All you really need from this tab. Okay. Then, if you were to review your work, you would want to use this spelling and grammar button, or you can hit F7 on the keyboard, and that will spell check for any typos or anything. But you always want to read through what you've typed in case you have mistakes that aren't caught by this computer, like by the spelling and grammar tool. All right? And I think that's it. If I grade your paper, I might add a comment on your paper, or I might use this inking tool to grade things. We're not going to go through the mailings button because we basically don't need to, or the reference button really. But let's look at page layout. This helps you to orient your paper if you want to do portrait, which is up and down, or the wide view, which is landscape. You would choose this tab. If you needed to adjust, if something was bigger than your margins and you need to adjust your margins, this is the button that you would use. Let's go to design. Now basically a lot of different things that you do have different design buttons. Depending on what you've just done is what will show up in your design button. So here you can click on different themes, and the themes will allow you to use different kinds of effects as you're typing. So if you had different colors and things like that, you wanted page color, you could color the background. If you wanted to add a border, they have some pretty cool fancy borders that you could add to your paper. And let's go to the insert button. This is an important tab as well because this allows you to insert pictures, video, or hyperlinks, which allow you to click on something and it takes you to a web page. Okay, so that's what this button would be for. And I can go through that individually if you needed to add a hyperlink or a video. And if you wanted to add a text box for some reason, you could choose one, just click on it. It adds a text box, so you have now two different places you can add text. So that would be one. And again, like I said, it'll take you to the design or the format section in order for you to design different things about the way things are written. Just kind of like the more you play with it, the more you get. This changes the line on the outside. You click on this middle button here, it moves it, lets you can fill it in, and make it a little darker. Okay, there's all kinds of things you can do. So let's go back to the insert button. And if you wanted to insert pictures from online, you could click online pictures, like this, oops, and then type what you're looking for. So let's say I was looking for puppies. And I hit enter. And it gives me a cute little puppy, and I decide I want this one, so I click it so that there's an X at the top, and then I hit insert. And it will insert right into my document. And then if I click on that, I can move it around. Yeah, I clicked on it, I left clicked and moved the mouse at the same time, and it moves it around. This button here is pretty cool. It allows the text that you're typing to either avoid the picture or to go around the picture or to go right through the picture or on top of the picture. You kind of have to play around with the one you need. But that shows up when you insert a picture. Let's go back to the insert button. And if I wanted to insert a table, I could do that as well. You just click on it for insert table, and it will add it in. You can change the way the table looks by the choices that you have. Again, it went to design, so now there's different designs for tables because that's what I inserted. And I think that's just about it. If I want to insert a page, here's the home button. This is the most important. If you needed to copy, paste, or cut, you could do that. If you wanted to change the font, you would hit this button here. If you needed to bold or use italics or underline, you could use these three buttons. You just click them and that's what it changes the font to. If you wanted to change the size of something you're typing, you could highlight it and then go to this. This is the font size, and this will change the size. If you want to change the color of the lettering while it's highlighted, you would hit font color and you could pick a new color. If you wanted to highlight it, you could click and highlight it. If you wanted to change the way the lettering looks, you could click that while you have it highlighted. You could change your style. You could clear the formatting, so if you didn't like the way that was, you could clear and it would go back to the way it originally looked. Let's see. And if you wanted to have a thing center in the middle, you could click that. It would center it. If you want to justify to the right, you would click that. To the left, you would click this button. And then to be spread out throughout the whole page, you would click this one. Again, if you want to change the background, you would just click that. I think that's about it. I hope this helps you to better understand Word. If you have any questions, I'm here for you. Please read the assignment in Edmodo and then get started on your assignment. Thank you.